How y'all doing this is blah 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 blah. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are doing great. Sorry about that. Let me restart that. How is everybody doing? How are you doing, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are doing great. We're heading into the weekend once again. And you are now listening to the Apocalyptic Aftermath channel with your humble host, with your most unhumble host, Lucifer. So yeah, man, the Diddy situation. I know a lot of people are condemning Diddy, Puff Daddy, whatever, Sean Puffy Combs, for all of the alleged things that are alleged. I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence because it's freaking celebrities. It's freaking Hollywood. It's freaking Hollywood celebrities. And I'm not judging. But that's the thing. For a person like me, like I'm a freak too, right? I'm not as freaky as baby oil. I'm not baby oil freaky. But if they were involved in some freaky deaky shit, that's not a crime. It doesn't matter how you paint the picture. It's not a crime because, to me, the thing is, right? The thing is, all white parties has been going on since the early 90s. Okay, all white parties since the 90s. Maybe not the early 90s, but since the 90s. It's been going on for a long time, 20 plus years, right? It's been doing this for 20 plus years. So, and nobody said nothing for 20 plus years, right? And now all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose, right? My problem is when you look at the law, right? You would think that if he was implicated in Tupac's death, because the thing is, we're speaking about a man that's dead, buried. He's under the ground. He has been eliminated. He was targeted by multiple people. He was targeted by the Illuminati. He was targeted by the police. He was even targeted by the government, right? Because the government didn't like Tupac's music. They talked Tupac's music, gangster rap, was a problem in the country. And I think gangster rap was almost banned. Some albums were banned from being sold in certain areas, right? So the thing here I'm trying to get at is, like, you would think that in the court of law, you would think that the justice system would be more inclined and would have administered more resources to solve the unsolved case of Tupac's murder. We have this guy, Gene Deal. Gene Deal says that he killed Tupac. I don't know if that's true. I would have to, and I haven't looked at why Gene Deal decided to kill Tupac. But Gene Deal was Puff Daddy's bodyguard. So you would think, I'm not saying that, all the alleged crimes that he's being accused of are not serious, but we don't have any proof of those alleged crimes, right? Well, we have proof today of those allegedly we have proof of these new accusations. But nevertheless, we have a dead body. We have an actual victim, a victim of the most that has been assaulted with the most uh upscale crime you can think of, which is murder. Because if you assault somebody, the person's not dead. But now we're talking about somebody that someone actually killed. He's not on the planet. So you would think the justice system would administer more resources into the murder of Tupac, especially knowing that Gene Deal was involved in the murder of Tupac, if that's true. And Gene Deal didn't decide to kill Tupac by himself. Even if Gene Deal actually did kill Tupac, someone asked Gene Deal to kill Tupac, right? But now we're not talking about Tupac's murder. Even though there's a slight connection between Puff Daddy and the murder of Tupac. What we're talking about today is freak offs. We're talking about baby oil. We're talking a lot about baby oil. I heard today that they found 500 dildos. I didn't know that. I don't know if that's true or not. I heard that today. I heard today that they found 1,000 bottles of baby oil and they found 500 dildos. I wonder if it's true. Because we're talking about Hollywood. That's what they do. They make up stories and they have an ulterior motive for why they bring us these stories. Right? See, it's I always find it convenient where something happens and there's like 500 other journalists that already have like all the information before everybody else, as if they receive a packet, right? Like a kit, like a denunciation kit, right? So I find it kind of weird. It's like there's already pre-rolled content, right? So I don't know. I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence with this, man, and I don't know. I've heard there was like he was sex trafficking. Sex trafficking who? Where? Why? How? I heard there's some witnesses to this. The trial is gonna start in May. I'm very excited to listen to this trial, if we can listen to the trial, because sometimes we can't listen to these trials. Sometimes these trials get passed over and nobody hears nothing. So we don't know if the trial is gonna be available to the media, available to the public eye. I think that depends on the justice system, the court, and everybody that's involved, right? So I just find it peculiar that we barely solved Tupac's case, and the one person in common with the Tupac case and the freak offs is obviously Diddy. What I'm asking myself is, why wasn't there more pressure put on Diddy for the Tupac murder and the Biggie murder instead of the freak offs? And why now? Because at the end of the day, you have to, like, it was foreboding. There was a lot of foreboding. The 50 Cent did a lot of foreboding. So that means 50 Cent knew something or knows something. I think 50 Cent knows that, or knew all along since the beginning. I think 50 Cent knew since the beginning, since he got back, because 50 Cent's been hanging around those guys for a long ass time. 50 Cent used to hang around with Cameron. and Funk Master Flex and some of these artists that was there back in the 90s. He was very popular. Not a lot of people liked him, but he was still popular. He was still popping. He was on like very popular people's albums. So he's been around. It's just he looked different. Back in the 90s, he looked very different than he looks today. Right? He was a little bit more chubby. He was very chubby, it was not like, So when he got shot, he came back, right? And it's as if it was the first time people saw 50 Cent. In the club. If you watch the In the Club video, it's him and Dr. Dre is like experimenting on him. He's like creating. He's creating. You can see Dr. Dre creating 50 Cent. So 50 Cent is a creation. He's always been called 50 Cent. But this 50 Cent is different from the old 50 Cent. He's a new 50 Cent, right? So anyways, regardless, he's been around for a minute. So I believe that 50 Cent always knew that was going to happen to Puffy. I believe 50 Cent has information, has in-circle information on the legacy of Puff Daddy, which he already knew, because Puff Daddy was one of the first people that the 50 Cent was attacking. Wasn't the first, but he was one of the first people. He had very clear intentions, right? And I feel like 50 Cent hides his intentions, right? Or because at the end of the day, the persona of 50 Cent could be legitimate, or it could all be scripted, right? So the rivalry between Puffy and 50 could be scripted, or it could be real. But whatever the case may be, there's one thing that's for sure, is that 50 Cent knew that this was coming. 50 Cent has a very clear sky when we're talking about his career. 50 Cent's career had very clear skies. Mind you, 50 Cent came into the industry dissing everybody in the industry. Very popular artists. Ja Rule was popping until 50 Cent came along. He went after Lil' Kim. He went after Ja Rule. He went after Fat Joe. He went after a bunch of people. A bunch of people that, regularly speaking, that would not fly with other people. And for some reason, from some unbeknownst reason, 50 Cent had to go ahead to do this. So I believe 50 Cent is part of a rejuvenation system. And what I mean by rejuvenation system is that a leader that deals in subterfuge, if your leader is someone that relies on subtlety and subterfuge to rule his kingdom, you have to understand that people like that have a specific way of doing things and a philosophy. And I'm not saying their philosophy is wrong. Their philosophy is not wrong. It's manipulative, but it's not wrong. And what I'm trying to get at here is most leaders that deal in subterfuge, they will have a thing where they can feel people's irritation, right? And when you're a leader, when you're on the top, you can see everything on the bottom. So you can feel the energy, you can hear everything. You can hear everything and everyone when you're at the top. So when people are getting restless. When people are getting tired. When people feel a certain way. So if you put a retainer in a specific part of the country, and this retainer is known to be a little bit of a dictator or a despot, right? You will let that happen for a long time, because Dictators and despots are useful. They can keep people under control, which was Puff Daddy's role. I assume that was Puff Daddy's role. So as someone, as a leader that deals in subterfuge, as I said before, you're gonna recognize that, okay, these guys, if I leave this despot in this country for too long, the country is going to rebel. So you already know rebellion is coming regardless. You know that it's part of history. That's just how humans are. When you push humans for a long period of time, they rebel. That's just history. That's just how it is. It's always been like that. That's never going to change. That's just how it is. So knowing this, you already know that you have a certain time period until people get pissed off and they rebel. So what you do is you sacrifice this despot. You don't want to lose power, and you want people to still look at you as a person of authority. So in order to do that, you got to give people a pound of flesh, right? So Puff Daddy would be a sacrifice, right? And you're gonna and what you're gonna do is you're going to give the people, you're gonna act like you're gonna go back into the shadows. You're gonna stay in the shadows, and you are going to give a candidate. You are going to implement a candidate. You are gonna put a candidate in the best possible position that you can possibly muster. You're gonna have an organization or a group of people that act as if they have the people's best interest, right? And within that group or outside of that group, it doesn't matter. The point is, you're going to implement your candidate that is going to be represented by the group that you put into the country, this said country, right, or this said area, right? And those people, or their job is to make sure that the people are still rolling with them. At the end of the day, so what is 50 Cent? 50 Cent is part of a group of people that act as if they are from the people. He acts as if he is from the people. 50 Cent is not from the people, but he acts like it. And he has a group of people behind him. He has a group of people. So politics. So if 50 Cent says XYZ and a bunch of other people says XYZ, they say, we are not with this guy, right? We're not with this person. We don't support what this person is doing. All the people, everybody else, the people that are involved, the people that are in the know, the only thing they have to do is also support the saying of said 50 Cent or said retainer, right? Or the Lord, right, of this said country or organization, leader of organization, whatever you want to call it. So then you put this. So now the people are watching these political people, and the people are kind of like, well, these people don't like what this, doesn't support this guy, so we're gonna put ourselves next to this dude, because at the end of the day, and at the end of the day, it's manipulation, because people it's playing on people's aspiration, right? Because now we're talking about blue bloods, we're talking about rich people, we're talking about lavishness, right? So those lavish people over there that one day we would like to be like are not supporting this person, so I'm gonna scoot over here, not understanding that this was all planned by a shadow figure that wants the people's attention and obedience. So I'm not saying 50 Cent is going to replace Puff Daddy. What I'm saying is 50 Cent was aware that Puff Daddy was going to get replaced. And unfortunately for Puff Daddy, I don't think he knew he was going to get replaced. I don't think he knew it. So eventually they're going to replace it. And there's a lot of people, I'm not saying this as if I invented this theory or some shit like that. There's a lot of people that believe, on my channel, I have stated this because I told you guys Buffy was going down a long time ago. People was kind of like, oh man, there's somebody that commented on my video. Like, I made a video a long time ago, like 6, 7, 8 months ago. And the people was kind of like, oh, you're going after your own people and shit like that. Bro, I told this person, I'm not going after their own people. This person is not your people. That's a celebrity. That's not your brother, man. It's different. That's not your people's. And then there was other people that was saying, yeah, they're gonna, they were saying the same shit that I'm saying, like, that's what happens. It's always like this when they're preparing the terrain to replace him with somebody else, and I believe that might be the case. Because it's very peculiar that after 25 years of going to all white parties, because mind you, anybody can go to all white parties if you got the money. I think, shit, I didn't want to go to an all white party, but I thought about it. I thought about it because that's where all the important people go, right? So I thought about it. So you technically you can go to an all white party if you can find an invitation, if you can get an invitation, if you got the money. If you're important enough, you can get there, right? Anybody can get there, right? So, because the all white parties are pretty big. It's an event that happens every year. Right? So people knew about this. I don't know about the freak offs, but people knew about this. And if you're conducting experiments on people like that, if you're putting people in compromising positions like that for 20 plus years and nobody says nothing, that's kind of weird. It's kind of sus. 20 years is a long fucking time without saying shit and just rolling with the punch here, for lack of better terms. So for 20 plus years, you was okay with this dude torturing people, and it's just today that you're tired of it? Nah, I don't believe that. I don't believe Cassie. I don't believe her. I don't believe Cassie. I think that's sus too. I think Cassie's suspect. I think 50 Cent is suspect. I think Cassie's suspect. And I'm pretty suspicious about everybody that's gonna go against Puffy. I am highly suspicious of them. Because at the end of the day, there's no way you did not know what was going on. It's been going on for 20 plus fucking years. How many people did you see passed out? How many people did this guy knock out with his drugs? 20 fucking years of just looking at this dude knocking people out. And not with his hands, with drugs. That's sus, bro. That's an intensely sus, bro. Like, that's suspect behavior, man. Suspect behavior, bro. I feel like this is a pound of flesh, because they're about to rejuvenate the kingdom. They're going to give us a pound of flesh so we can feel like we did something with our lives, which we did. Which we did not. They want to make us feel like we were, yeah, we got justice, righteousness will prevail. No, absolutely not. This is all planned. All of this is planned. I am highly suspicious of everyone. Highly suspicious, bro. Anybody that has something to say about Puffy, I'm highly suspicious about it. And I'm not saying that they're lying, but there's a weird case of the little boy who cried wolf here. because y'all lie a lot about everything. So it's hard to believe what these people say. Ixnay on Orlando Brown, Ixnay on Jaguar White, right? Ixnay on real whistleblowers. Apart from those guys, I have a hard time believing. And even those guys, I have a hard time believing in them. Right? Because this comes out of nowhere. It's like it comes out of nowhere. Everybody's speaking out. It's like and the world is getting worse too at the same time. Like there's a lot of shit, like there's wars bubbling, there's wars boiling in the background, there's civil war boiling in the background. There's a lot of fucked up shit boiling in the background while that's going on. So I feel like they're trying to give us a pound of flesh so we could be satisfied. So then they can roll out a new generation that will maintain control over society as they always have and probably as they always will. Because at the end of the day, people are not actively trying to save themselves. People don't really care about themselves, man. Like, they care. People care about themselves to a certain extent. But most people, they're not gonna be like me and try to invoke spirits. They're not gonna fight, for the right reasons. They're not gonna fight for themselves. They're not gonna fight for the right reasons. They're not gonna invoke the spirit of the world to heal the world. They're not gonna do any healing. They're not even gonna heal themselves internally. No, they're going to drink, they're going to get high, they're going to indulge in toxic behavior and toxic revolving situations. Toxic recurring situations, right? They're going to hang around with bad friends, they're going to hang around with bad this, da, 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 da. Mind you, I take drugs and I drink. But not a lot, but I do, and so I'm not judging. Like I said at the start of the video, I'm not judging, but I don't believe it either, right? Like that's the problem with me. The problem with me is that I have a hard time believing what I'm seeing. Right, like I have a hard time believing what I'm seeing, but I'm not judging. If Puffy was just freaky deaky, and these people liked, getting punched in the face, and there's some women that like shit like that. They like getting punched in the face. Like that's to them, that shit is sexy. There's some women that like that shit. What I'm wondering is everybody in Hollywood so fucked up in their heads and so bored out of their skull that they have grown? Most of them have grown, which doesn't take a lot of time because you're a millionaire, right? And even if you're not a millionaire, you've experienced everything you could possibly experience because you hang around other millionaires and they have to give you money because you're supposed to be a millionaire. So you're supposed to be able to afford things, even if you don't actually really have money. Right? So at the end of the day, you did everything a normal human being could do. So it doesn't take long until you get bored. A couple of months. It's going to take a couple of months before you get bored, man. Like a year. I'm giving you a year. If you become a millionaire, let's say you're 20 years old and you become a millionaire today, in 2 years, you're going to get bored. You're going to have done every fucking thing you could possibly imagine that's doable, bruh. So it's very easy to get bored and to become fucked up and be involved in fucked up shit because you're trying to find a thrill. You're trying to find that's where that ancient vampire, that Dracula energy comes from. That vampire energy comes from because vampires are immortal, right? And being a millionaire is like being immortal. It's the same fucking thing. It's the same fucking thing because you have access, you have the time, so and you did everything just like a vampire. He's immortal, so you replace immortality with being a millionaire, right? A vampire, the reason why he can do everything and he did everything is because he's immortal. He'll never die, so he has time to do whatever the fuck he wants, right? But it's the same thing if you're a millionaire. It's just that you're not physically immortal, right? So a vampire and a millionaire are basically the same. Dracula is a millionaire, right? So it's very easy to get bored, right? So it's very easy to start trying to find new experiences, and one day you might be like, punch me in the face, right? You're gonna be having sex with a guy and you're gonna be like, punch me in the face, and the guy's gonna be like, what the fuck? And you're gonna repeat, punch me in the fucking face. You know what I mean? It's some freaky deaky shit. It's freaky deaky shit, bro. Like, I think I'm having a semi. Now I'm getting bro, but that's what it is, right? But that, as fucked up as that sound, that's not a crime. He's not actually hurting nobody. I mean, he's physically hurting you, but you like it, so he's not really hurting you, right? And that's what I want to know. That's what I would like to know. Are all these people just fucking freaks that are bored out of their fucking minds? Or, you know, or he actually did hurt someone. Because it's hard to believe. I've heard there's children. I heard there's children too. I heard there's children involved. I heard there was some trafficking of children involved. I hope that's not true. Because that's crazy. That's messed up. I hope that's not true. I don't know. I hope it's not true. But these are alleged cases. I don't know where. Like I don't know if these kids are orphans. I don't know if they have parents or not. They probably don't. They probably don't have parents. Where are these children? Are they dead? Have they been sold? Where are these alleged children? Do we have footage of these children? Or is anybody aware of what happened to these children? I don't know. And the thing that I'm compressed about, pardon my language, the thing that I'm compressed about is, okay, he was involved in sex trafficking. He was involved in illegal pornography. Illegal filming, revenge porn. He was involved in revenge porn. He was involved in sex trafficking. He was involved in child trafficking. I even heard labor. I heard labor a couple days ago. A bunch of shit. Okay, but he didn't do that by himself. How come if we actually have proof of all of this, if he actually did all of this, other people was involved. There is no way that Puffy got on a plane, flew all the way across Venezuela by himself, kidnapped 10 fucking kids, hypothetically speaking. I don't know how many kids there was there. 6, 3, 6, 5, 10, I don't know. Took all those kids, put them on the plane, flew back to America with the kids, went somewhere to sell the kids, then kept, like, he didn't do all that shit by himself. Come on. Like, he did, like who bought the kids? If he was trafficking, who bought the kids? Who was buying these kids? Who was buying these people? Somebody was buying them. Somebody was buying. You said he was trafficking. If he was trafficking, somebody was buying. That's product. He had product. What you have is product, right? So if he has product, it's to sell. The question is, who the fuck he was selling that shit to? And not only that, but Are you fucking telling me that Puffy did all that by himself? Because he's the only one in jail. So he had no help. He did that shit by himself. Like the free coughs by himself. He bought 1,000 bottles of baby oil by himself. Put that shit in the truck. Drove back home. Went and bought 500 dildos. Put that shit in the truck. Drove back home. Like, bro, like that's a lot of movement. Like if that was true, if he had done all that shit by himself, bro, I wouldn't even be having this conversation with you right now, and he'd be serving life in jail. You know what I mean? Like he would, or at least 5 years with probation. With or without probation, he would be serving at least 25 years, bro. Because the reason why is because there's so much evidence. Like we got you walking into the store. We got you on camera walking into the store with pallets of baby oil. We got you walking into the store with pallets of fucking dildos. We got you driving down the street. We got you driving up the driveway. We got you driving inside of your house with the baby. We even got, because you got CCTV cameras in your fucking house, so we even got you in the house walking with the baby oil, stashing the baby oil in the fucking, we got you everywhere because you did that shit by yourself. So we got you everywhere. You are done, cooked, finished. But that's not the case. At least I think that's not the case. I would like to assume that that's not the case. And if it's not, well, shit, man, he puts me to shame because, motherfucker, I thought I was motivated, but goddamn. Bro, like, I mean, shit, like, wow, you know, like, that's intense. So I'm not hyped up. I'm not hyped about this. And this feels like a rejuvenation tactic, because they know that their numbers are going down. The movie sector is ass. Like there's like a bunch of actors that are making I don't know how actors are making money playing B movies. It's a B movie, bro. Like what kind of budget does a B movie have to hire a celebrity, A class celebrities? I'm seeing A class celebrities in B movies, bro. That's the style now. The style now is B movies, bro. Like that shit's weird. There's like a dozen B movies that come out every motherfucking month or every goddamn day almost, and they all have A-listers in them. Why? Because ain't nobody going at the fucking theater watching movies anymore, bro. Ain't nobody spending money on this shit. And it's not like people wouldn't fucking do it. It's just the movies that come out nowadays, they are kind of ass. There's a writer's strike. There's the writer's strike. So these guys are not writing movies because they want more money. Every damn week there's a writer's strike. So you're not making money with the movies, man. The same shit with the music industry. The music industry is ass. These guys are not making as much money as they used to make. The music industry, they're a little bit lucky because of the stardom that they have is keeping them afloat. So they're still big names, so they can still attract big crowds. But if it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for the stardom they had before everything switched to internet, bro, they'd be fucking broke right now, bro. They'd be dead ass broke. They would be dead ass broke, man. So you're not relying on that. So you already know you're taking a hit. You see the financial hit that you're taking, which was probably planned too. You knew that was going to happen. So right now you're in a vegetative state where you know that everything is crumbling, but you're going to rebuild everything from the fire. You're going to rise like a phoenix from the fire. That's their plan. That's what they do every goddamn century. That's how the Illuminati functions. That's just how they act. They're always rising up out of the ashes like a phoenix. Always. All the time. It's not the first time. It's not going to be the last. I don't think it's going to be the last. It might be the last. I don't know. I don't know everything. But I do know that I don't know, but I feel like this is what's going on. I feel like they're getting ready to let everything burn, and they've put certain pieces and parts in certain areas so they can rise, so they can come back again. I feel like that's what we're seeing right now. We're seeing the rejuvenation period of the Illuminati. This is what we're seeing. This is a rejuvenation period. It's a rejuvenation period. They're gonna come back. They're gonna come back full force with new blood, new people, new this, new that. I can see it right now because there's a lot of, they've completely monopolized the internet. In case you guys didn't notice, because right now, what's really making money right now is YouTube videos. What's really popping right now, it's YouTube. YouTube is popping right now because these guys, a lot of videos, like we watch videos and stuff, and they look good and they look professional and they're very entertaining. That's because the people that are making these videos are fucking professionals. They're professional voice actors. They're professional actors and professional voice actors. That's why those videos are so fucking good. That's why they're so fucking entertaining. And not only that, but there's people like you and me that are hiring some of these people so they can narrate their videos. So they're getting jobs now. Voice actors are getting jobs. Narrators are getting jobs. Actors are getting jobs through YouTube. And it's a lot because one guy could get booked for at least 100 fucking YouTube videos. So it's good money. So all these guys, Hollywood is moving to the internet. Slowly but surely. And a lot of things are going to change. The movie industry, the internet is going to change the movie industry. And it already did. Because right now, movies are not even going to cinema. It's like actors, it's like The Penguin, right? Great show. Great actors. One season. They don't need more than that. I'm an A-lister. I'm not going to sit there 12 seasons like I'm a fucking B-lister. I'm going to do one season. I'm a big name. I'm going to do one season. I'm going to collect my Netflix money. I'm going to get my Netflix money, my special money, right? And I'm going to wait for the next thing. I'm going to wait for the next project, or I'm going to try to find the next project, or I'm going to make a project, right? But one thing's for sure, I'm going to put it on the internet because that's where everybody's at. What's the point to go into theater if nobody's going to theater? If you want to make more money, you're going to go where everybody is. You're going to go where the money is. Right now, the money is on the internet. So speaking of subtlety, so all these things, these people are rejuvenating. They're recuperating because they were bleeding. They were bleeding out. But they're actually recuperating, right? They're like in their little foxhole, and they're licking their wounds. If those are even wounds at all. Because I wouldn't put it past these people that all of this is planned. And we're just here to enjoy the ride. So the Diddy thing is I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. But I could be wrong about everything that I just said. For the past 45 minutes, I could have been saying all the things that I said could be bullshit. For the past 45 minutes, every fucking word I just said could be complete fucking bullshit. But that's the problem. Like I said before, the little boy who cried wolf. Is society crying wolf or not? And if they're not, how do we know that society is not crying wolf? How do we know that society is not crying wolf, bro? How am I supposed to know that? I don't know. I have no idea. Well, the only thing we can do is wait and see and pay attention. Because the thing is, I'm sitting here and I'm suspect of Cassie, bro. And I saw a video the other day, and the Diddy video of him beating up on Cassie is pretty bad. But there's another version where you can see Puffy sitting there acting all sad and shit. He's like by himself inside the. So there's at some point Cassie left the hotel. Like she was nowhere to be seen. And he was sitting there tripping. There's another version. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it excuses anything. But there's something going on, bro. There's something ain't right. I feel like this guy probably was set up since the beginning. And yes, he was set up since the beginning. They knew they was going to put him in power, obviously, because they needed somebody in power. They chose him, put him in power. But the thing is, the thing that Puffy doesn't know, he didn't know that there was a price to pay for the power that he had. Or he thought he already paid the price for the power that he had, not knowing that his power was on a expiration date. There's an expiration date on it, and there's nothing he could do. There is no child sacrifice, family sacrifice that he could have done to extend that expiration date, because they have a plan. And not only that, human condition is human condition. When people are on the rise to of a revolution, you gotta get it rolling. You gotta put your shit in motion. You gotta get your shit together. So you have to quell the revolution. You have to quell the possibility of being overthrown. You have to quell that. And how do you quell that? You got to give people what they want. What do they want? They want blood. So let's give them blood. Let's give them Puffy. Let's give them Puffy. Fuck it. And I feel like 50 was kind of trying to warn Puffy, but he didn't get it. I feel like 50 was there to like tell him your time is running out. And if you look at the 50's behavior, if you look at Puffy's behavior, 50's behavior, you can almost tell that that's what he was doing this whole time. He was like kind of warning people, we're rolling out some of you guys, and we're gonna roll out some new dudes, and the new dudes are gonna act like, like they're for the people. They're gonna act like they're for the people. They're gonna act like they have righteous ideas. They're gonna act like they have morals and principles, and they're gonna be doing freak offs too. Eventually, when the shit dies down, when they're gonna have less police attention, when they're gonna have less heat on them, they're gonna go right back to doing freak offs. It is what it is. It's a revolving door, man. That shit's a revolving door, man. Celebrity, fame is a revolving door, bro. And it's not fame is not for everybody too. It's for a select few people, and not only is for a select few people, but even those people, it's only a select few of those select few that's gonna make it. you know. And there's people waiting their turns right now. There's some talented actors waiting their turns right now. There's some talented rappers waiting their turn right now. There's some talented, whatever, waiting for their turn right now. All they need is an opportunity. And there is going to be an opportunity because these guys are on the reserve. These guys are reserved. So if Taylor Swift gets knocked off, they're going to replace Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is easy to make. Taylor Swift is nothing. People act like Taylor Swift is the big thing. A Taylor Swift is easy to make. Anybody can make a Taylor Swift. Anybody can make an Ariana Grande. The thing is, I love Ariana Grande. I think she's extremely talented, very pretty. I love Ariana Grande. But, she's easy to create because they're not. Ariana Grande is more talented than what she actually looks like. Right? They sell us. They tell her that the only way they can market her is if she does XYZ. And the XYZ that she be doing, I don't think that she needs to be doing that at all. I think they're lying to her, to manipulate her, to control her. They're making her believe things that are not true. And maybe she's smart enough to figure out that all the shit that they be making her do is a complete load of garbage and that she doesn't need to do any of that shit because she's talented enough to get by just on her talent. But she doesn't give a fuck because they pay her bills. They pay the rent. So, she just sits there and be like, whatever. You know what I mean? So Ariana Grande is very easy to make. It's a recipe. It's very easy. Very easy. Anybody can make one. Anybody can make one. Shit. I got one of my favorite there was an artist that came out a few years ago, like 6 years ago. She was really popular in the underground electronic music scene. She was a great singer. And so she started becoming more popular. And the things that she was doing 6 years ago was legit, right? It was dope, right? And then, but now she's trying to get into the industry, and now you see her dressed up as like bunny. You see her dressed up in like bunny outfits. And really colorful like nonsense clothing, right? Outrageous things like to gain people's attention. But this person doesn't need to do that. They probably told her that that's what she needed to do. They probably told her they make her jump through hoops, but this person is a very talented person. I don't think this person needs to jump through hoops. You can make it off of your talent. We like talent. People love talent. Nobody's going to go to a show, watch somebody that sings extremely well and going to be like, oh, I'm bored. I wish this person would wear bunny outfits. Nobody ever said that in history. That never fucking happened. Nobody's asking for that. That's bullshit. Even the most hardened criminal would be moved and swayed by the velour voice of a great singer. So a lot of the bullshit that we're seeing is actually that bullshit. And they manipulate people and they lie to people and they manipulate them and they make them jump through hoops and they make them do stupid shit because they like the control they have over people. It's not about making money. It's not about being seen. It's about them having control over your life. That's what gets them. That shit gets them more than the money. The sense power over people gets them more excited than the money does. That's where it's at. That's where the addiction is. And this is why you have stories that come out like adrenochrome, and they're always attacking children because it's easy to scare a child. Right? It's easy to scare children. So they're always trying to scare children. They're always trying to terrorize something. It's not that easy to scare an adult. It's way harder to scare an adult than it is to scare a child. So they like children because they can scare them. It makes them feel powerful. It makes them feel strong. That's why they're always attacking children. That's why they always want children around. Because children makes them feel strong. Speaking from experience. Speaking from experience. So it's a power thing. You know. Sorry for the length of my video. Somebody just told me that. Sorry for the length of my video. I don't know. I feel like Spirit is asking me to make my videos longer nowadays for some reason. I don't know what it is. But I know there's something in me that tells me I should make long videos. I don't know why. So anyways, because I feel like you guys like my videos. I feel like you guys are not telling me that you want more, but I feel like you might want more. I might be wrong, but I feel like So because at the end of the day, I'm one of the, there's not a lot of sources for truth around nowadays, and like I'm like one of the only source of truth left, and there's other people like me, of course, but I guess you guys enjoy the truth, so there it is. And I feel like you guys enjoy my opinions, you guys enjoy my theories and my probably my ideals. Probably not. I'm very aware that you guys don't like all of my ideals, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like you guys, actually appreciate this. So I guess I'm trying to give y'all what y'all want. If that is what y'all want, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm guessing. So yeah, man, we're seeing how the creature. We're seeing how the creature conducts itself in its natural habitat right now. That's what I feel. I feel like we're seeing how they usually do it. We're seeing how they've been able to evade true justice for this long. And I feel like the people are actually accepting it, because at the end of the day, who wants to? I feel like we missed a lot of things. We missed a lot of boats. We missed a lot of boats recently. We missed the alpha male boat. That's still a thing, and that's still legit. Yeah, I'm always gonna be an alpha male, and I'm gonna remain an alpha male until I die. There's nothing wrong with being an alpha male. There's nothing good. An alpha male is not, and mind you, an alpha male is not somebody that screams at women for no fucking reason. That's not an alpha male. Alpha male is a stand-up man. He's a stand-up guy. He's a straight stand-up guy. All right, he's a dick. An alpha male is a dick. All right, he stands up straight. So you know, so that's legit. We missed the boat on that because a lot of people, with the recent activities that happen, including everyone, I might be a little bit responsible for that too. But that's still legit. That's still a thing. That's still something that people should strive for. That's still something that people should believe in. There's nothing wrong with being an alpha male. Being an alpha male is beautiful. It's a wondrous thing. And you know, you can feel however you want to feel, but not all women don't necessarily like alpha males because alpha males cannot be controlled. You know, we're the ones that control you. You don't control us. That's the alpha male. You know, so we missed that boat. We're missing the boat on financial success. I feel a lot of people are missing the boat on financial success. They're not concentrating on financial independence. And we completely missed the boat on that because I don't know how many times I have to stress that financial independence is a spiritual thing, and it's a good spiritual thing. It's not a bad spiritual thing. It's a very good thing. It's very healthy for your mind, your spirit, and your soul. But there's a way to do it so that it is healthy for your mind, spirit, and soul. We missed the boat on that. A lot of people can't hear that. A lot of people can't even hear that. They don't even want to hear that, bro. Like, you know, we missed the boat on that. What other boat that we missed? We missed a lot of boats, man. We're missing a lot of boats. So, and I feel like the reason why we're missing these boats is because the Illuminati is there. And as long as the Illuminati is there, people are not going to make an effort at doing what they have to do, doing what they know that they're supposed to do. Because the Illuminati is there, and the Illuminati can make things easier for them, so they don't have to struggle doing what they know they should be doing. So if, as long as the Illuminati is there, people are not going to do what they're supposed to do. They're going to keep selling out. They're going to wake up in the morning and the first thing they're going to do is they're going to sell out. Like, a lot of people want to act like, you know, they work hard and they persevere and they did this. The first thing you did in your entire life was sell out. You didn't do shit. Stop. You don't have a company. And if you have your company, it doesn't sell. You don't do events. You don't invite anybody to your fucking events. Nobody knows that your events are happening. Your company is not selling nothing. Like, no, you're a sellout. I've never seen you do anything. There's nothing with your name on it. You're a sellout. You know what I mean, bro? Like, facts. How do you explain somebody wake up one day and then the other day he sells $1 million, he has $1 million in sales? How do you think he did that? With nothing, with no marketing, no promotion, nothing. Just out the, oh yeah, I made $1 million in sales. Okay, wow, that's weird. that's suspect, dude. Like, that's very suspect, dude. That's very weird. People sell out nowadays, man. They don't even try. They don't even, like, nothing. They just automatic sell out, like, automatic. They don't even try anymore. Like, it's just wake up in the morning, sell out. Like, ain't nobody. There's no rappers. Everybody wants to be a rapper, but nobody raps. And when I mean rapping, I don't mean actually like writing a song and rapping on it. That's not what I mean. But you can rap, but you're not a rapper. You know, it's not your choice of life. You know, you can sing, but you're not a singer. You don't do shows. You don't have any albums. Your albums are all on the internet. The music sounds like ass. It's a bunch of experimental shit. It's garbage. It's not. You didn't make the tracks. You don't choose the tracks. You're sold out. You're sold out. All you do is vocals, and that's it. You're just doing vocals. You're a vocalist. You just do vocals. You're a vocalist, bro. Because you don't choose the music. You don't have a concept. You don't live that life. You don't do shows. You don't sell albums. Even if you sell albums, it's on the internet. No one fucking cares. Nobody knows that shit's there, bro. And the only way that anybody's gonna know that shit's there is you're gonna have to sell out, because there's gatekeepers on the internet too. There's gatekeepers on the internet too. There's gatekeepers in the internet too. There's gatekeepers on the internet too. There's gatekeepers everywhere. So nowadays, people are not revolted. Pardon the pun, but people are not revolted by this situation that there's so many gatekeepers and people can't freely provide their products to people. Even in video game, there's gatekeepers. Even in gaming, there's gatekeepers. Like if you're making your own game and you try to sell it, like we got Steam. Thankfully we have Steam. So if you make a video game, you can just go on Steam and sell it, and Steam is going to sell it for you, which is a great platform. If you're a new video game developer, it's a great platform. You can just put your video game on there, and there's millions of people that go on Steam every day looking up at new games and stuff like that. So it's a wonderful place to sell your game. So thankfully we have Steam, and Steam is a very big company, and millions of people know about it. So there's that. But that doesn't mean there's no gatekeepers out there. Like, let's say if you don't know Steam exists, if you don't know that you can sell your games on Steam, you're screwed. You know, like, so, and past Steam, there's going to be some gatekeepers. If you get past the point of Steam, so that means if you get past the point of Steam, let's say you're really racking up some dough and you're selling, like, I don't know how many, like at least 5,000 units. If you start selling 5,000, 10,000 units, you're legit company. You're a legit gaming company, bro. You're a legit gaming company, and you're about to get popping, but you're probably going to face some gatekeepers at that point. They're going to be like, well, if you don't do this, we're not going to do that, and shit like that, you know. So a lot of people just wake up in the morning and they sell out, and people are not revolted. They're not pissed off at all these gatekeepers and these industry plants, and they're not even pissed off at the industry, bro. It's like somebody comes out, one celebrity comes out and starts saying, like, people don't come to their own realization. Like, I'm sitting here talking all this shit for hours on end, but I'm sitting here talking all this shit for hours on end, bro. But people are not going to come into their own personal self-realization. People are not going to be like, people are not like, oh man, yeah, he's right. Fuck all that shit. Let's throw all that shit to the garbage. Let's throw all that shit to the side. People are not going to do that. But if a celebrity goes on a TV show or an interview and says something for 5 minutes, and that's the difference. That's the big difference. That's where the cookie crumbles. That's where the cookie crumbles. If the celebrity goes on an interview for 5 minutes and says some shit, anything that looks like what I just said, now everybody's on board. And it's not that everybody's on board. People are not on board. It's just, it's a trend. It's trending. So having this rhetoric, so, oh shit, this got this many views. What he said, what Cat Williams said on that thing got that many views. Yo, I'm aligning myself with that. So I'm gonna do a bunch of videos saying the same shit Cat Williams said. He's not on board with the plan. It's trending. It's trending because if somebody else comes along and says the adverse of what Cat Williams says, let's say like they get a legit celebrity that, or not a legit celebrity, let's say they just get somebody they want, right? You know, somebody that everybody likes and says the contrary of what Cat Williams says, right? And it's the complete opposite, and that trends. That becomes trending, and everybody is like, fuck Cat Williams. Well, the media is kind of like fuck Cat Williams, this and that, and this and that, and it's not just the media; it's the people too. So there's a little mystique, right? The science is not 100%, right? There's a little bit of a mystique in there, right? So, but let's say this celebrity has that mystique and can gather people on his side, and he has a different rhetoric than what Cat Williams says. That's going to be trending. So everybody's going to be on board with that because it's trending. People are not looking up information because it makes sense. They're looking up information that are trending, that are popular. Right now, having a leftist mindset is popular. Having a leftist mindset right now, now is popular, but we didn't start this today. Shit, my YouTube has been around for the last 4 years. I had a YouTube channel for the past 4 years. We didn't start this shit today. And that's just me. That's a long time. 3 years is a long fucking time, dude. You know what I mean, bro? Like 3 years is a long fucking time. That's 3 times 365 years, like 900 days. That's like 1,000 days, bro. So shit is we're being manipulated, and it's not even that we're being manipulated. People are just like that nowadays, man. We're literally just like that because of how we're raised, because of the technology and all of the whatnots that are going on, right? We're just like that today, man. That's just how we are. So, the next thing that's going to be trending is the next thing that's going to be trending, and we don't know what's the next thing that's going to be trending. The one side is trying, the Illuminati is always going to try to make something trend, but it's up to us to accept or reject whatever the next thing is. Right. At the end of the day, the choice comes down to us. And yet we give all the power to them. So you see how this is very complicated, right? You see how this doesn't add up. It's a bit dodgy. It's a bit wobbly, right? So we have the power, but we don't want the power. We give them the power, but they need us to accept. But we still want to decide what happens, even though we already give them the power. It's kind of weird. So anyways, Diddy, man. Did he do it? What do I think? Do I think he did it? I don't know. I don't fucking know, man. I don't fucking know. Little boy crying wolf. Little boy who cries wolf, dude. That's all I can say. That's that. And my excuse for sitting on the fence is, motherfuckers lie too much. Everybody fucking lies. It's just lies all the time, bro. Like I don't fucking know, dude. And even if he did it, it might not be in the same spirit that you think it was. Maybe everybody that was involved was okay. Even the sex traffickers, they say, oh, he was sex trafficking. Yeah, okay, maybe he was sex trafficking, but what kind of sex trafficking? Is it sex trafficking like government does not want, the government thinks that sex trafficking is illegal, or he was trafficking people against their will? Like these people did not want to get trafficked. These people were never trafficked before Puffy. They don't even know what sex trafficking is, bro. Like, is that what we're talking about? Or you're talking about actual career sex workers that's been in the sex industry before they met Puffy, and Puffy flew them from one. Is that the kind of sex trafficking we're talking about here? What kind of sex trafficking here, man? Like, is he really doing that? And like I said, how can you be involved in a bunch of different rackets and there's only one guy in jail. What happened to everybody else? Where the fuck is everyone? Puffy should be in jail with at least 10 to 15 people right now. Probably more. There's just one guy in jail. So he just did all that by himself. I mean, what were you telling me? So even the freak offs, like Puffy built that shit by himself. The freak offs was just all him. The whole night. There was no party planners. Like nobody was responsible for the after parties. Like, bro. I mean, like, okay, the party planner is not a legitimate fucking he's not a legitimate suspect, but I mean, there's a party planner for the after party too. You know what I mean? Because somebody was responsible for setting everything up. Are you telling me Puffy set the whole thing up by himself from start to finish? The party itself, and then the freak offs at the end? He's sitting in there by himself, but he was involved in all those rackets? Pound of flesh. A pound of flesh from a little boy who cries wolf is what it is. To me, in my opinion, I could be completely wrong. And I am fine with being completely wrong. I am fine with that. But as of today, and the court case is only in May, as of today, I'm like meh. Mid, bro. Like I'm mid shit, bro. Like mid shit, bro. Like this is mid, bro. Like I don't know. And the accusation seems worse and worse. I ain't gonna lie. The more I hear stuff, the worse it sounds. But I don't want to see things that I don't want to see. But I did look up if there was some leaks. You know what? After this video, I'm probably gonna check if there was some leaked video footage. I don't want to see shit that I don't want to see, but I'm surprised because if Justin Bieber jerks off in a dark room 5,000 miles away from his house, I guarantee you somebody's gonna have a picture of it. I guarantee somebody's going to have a picture of it, and it's going to be all over. It's going to be on Pornhub. It's going to be there's going to be the censored version on YouTube. There's going to be sent everywhere. They're going to talk about it in the news. They're going to have a censored version in the news. It's going to be everywhere. There's going to be websites dedicated to watching leak footage of Justin Bieber jerking off in a bathroom 5,000 miles away from his house. So I'm just wondering, where's the leaks? Because usually people leak shit. Usually there's thousands of leaks. Now you're telling me this dude had hundreds of hours of video recordings, if not thousands. Yes, he does. He did thousands of hours of video recording, and there's not one leak. Nobody's leaking nothing. Nobody has a copy, and he's like, you know what? Man, fuck Puffy. Boom. Internet. No one. Nobody. So you're gonna this doesn't look like a pound of flesh to you? From a little boy who cried wolf? Because that's what it feels to me. I'm surprised that they can keep all that shit under wraps so well, especially from a high profile person. Like, shit, Miss Johansson, I don't have a problem with you, but if you go on Pornhub, you can see Scarlett Johansson's naked pictures right now. right now. You know what I mean? So, and she's not the only one. There's a lot of actors. There's the fucking Kim Kardashian sex tape with fucking Ray J and shit. You can watch that shit right now. But that was not a leak. That was on purpose. So, no, I think it was a leak. It kind of looked like it was on purpose though. Anyway, so you can watch that shit right now. So now we're talking about Puffy, and there's nothing. You know, we heard about the Jennifer Lopez shit. What's the goddamn video? What's the fucking leaks? And I don't fucking care about Jennifer Lopez sleeping with fucking Puffy. I don't really want to see that. I don't fucking give a shit. You know, even though she got a great ass, but I don't care. You know, like that. It's just sex. They're just having sex. They're not hurting nobody. That's not, who gives a fuck. You know, oh shit, Jennifer Lopez had sex with Puffy. Yeah, they used to get out. They used to go out with each other. I think they almost got married, or probably they were married for a minute. I don't know. Who gives a shit? Like, that's not a crime. You know, where's the crime? Where's the criminality? And like I said, I find that hard to believe that there's only one dude sitting up in a jail cell, and you're telling me this guy was involved in sex trafficking, fucking freak offs, fucking, you know, child trafficking, fucking, you know, all kinds of shit, bro, all kinds of fucking shit. And there's one guy. Can anybody give us a round of? I want a round of applause for us niggas that are capable of doing shit that it usually takes an entire army to do by herself. Can we just, like, now for real, because it's starting to get repetitive. It's starting to get repetitive. I'm starting to hear there's a lot of, you know, one man entire. It's not one man gangs, but one man entire armies that I'm hearing nowadays. God damn it. We evolved. One man gangs have evolved to one man armies. They evolved, bro. They had a digivolution. They had a digivolution, bro, like Digimon, bro. We did like war one man gang. You know? Our base evolution was one man gang. Now we're war man gang. Like, goddamn. The third evolution is gonna be army man gang. God shit. God damn. This motherfucker can take out entire armies. Yo. I'm sorry, it's not funny. It's not funny, but it's just the absurdity of this story is wow. You know, like it's bro, it's just wow, you know what I mean? Like it's amazing, you know. Anyway, so back to what we were saying, man. Anyways, like I said, man, 50. I think 50 knew exactly what was going on. I think Cassie is involved in this. You know, there is the curious case of his ex-wife, Kim Porter, that passed away in 2018. In a very mysterious fashion. You know, and we can't. And that's the thing. That's why I'm like, these motherfuckers are crying wolf, bro. Tupac is dead. Shine got locked up. There was a woman that got shot in the eye. Shine got locked up for it. Tupac is dead. Kim Porter, his wife, died. You know, that's like almost 3 bodies. That's 3 bodies and a half. Right? There's 2 bodies in an eye. Right? So, we are aware of these things for so long. We were aware of these things for so fucking long, bro. But what got him was Cassie. Yeah. I'm not falling for this, bro. Like, I'm not falling for it, man. I'm not. I feel like this is the Matrix. This is a Matrix. This is Matrix trying to maintain control over people's minds, bro. That's how I see it. This, to me, this feels like the Matrix trying to maintain control over people's minds, because people are, as much as people are recalcitrant, right, and they have like fucking Stockholm syndrome and shit. The seed has already been planted in people's minds, regardless if people are actively trying to deny the truth. But the seed is planted, right? And it's boiling. It's making things happen. It's making people doubt themselves a little bit. It's making people think twice, right? It's making people think twice, bro. Even the people that wouldn't normally care, it's making them think twice, bro. So I feel like the Matrix is aware that the dream world, the Inception, right? I feel like Leonardo DiCaprio is upside down right now. He's upside down right now. He's running for his life because everybody's aware that he's not supposed to be there. I feel like that's what's going on right now. I feel like the Matrix is aware that people are kind of waking up a little bit, and he's trying to maintain normalcy, by giving us cues, by giving us social cues, things to follow, things to obey, people to listen to. The Matrix got you, man. The Matrix got you, bro. No pun intended, no offense, man. I'm just talking. This is what it feels to me. It feels like the Matrix is trying to maintain control over reality. Anyway, I'm gonna stop the video right there, man. Think about that for a second. Let me know what you think. Even though I'm pretty sure you probably have the same idea than I have, because we've talked about this before. We've talked about this before in the comment section, and people are kind of like, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're just gonna replace him for another guy, and he's gonna be doing the freak offs. Because somebody have to do the freak offs. Like, if Buffy goes to jail, somebody is going to have to be responsible for the freak offs, because celebrities need a safe space where they can act like vampires. They need a safe space where they can have freak offs. There's gonna be a freak off. There's probably a freak off right now. There's probably a mini freak off somewhere, because now they can't do a big freak off because of all the heat. You know what I mean? But they need those freak offs. They need that adrenochrome. They need those kids. They need to terrify these little kids so they can suck their blood and shit. They need that shit, man. It's like crack. Y'all don't remember when during the pandemic, when a bunch of people stopped taking adrenochrome and how everybody looked old as shit? But that could be a coincidence. That could be a coincidence, because they have makeup artists. Like, when you go on a show, you don't just show up, you don't just show up with your normal face. Like, you're gonna look different. Like, most of these actors look different in real life. Like, when they're for real, like their real face, they look a little bit different than what they do when they're on interviews. When they're on interviews, they get makeup, they have like hair and makeup and all that shit. But y'all remember, like, motherfuckers look like goddamn vampires when there was the fucking pandemic. And mind you, regardless of what you want to believe, the pandemic, the police use the pandemic as an excuse to do raids in celebrity houses to find children. Y'all can say whatever y'all want, but that shit was in the news. That shit was everywhere. Everybody just fucking closed their eyes and acted like that never happened, but that clearly fucking happened in front of everybody's face. The police was going to different celebrity houses to find kids during the pandemic, and these motherfuckers was looking old as shit without their adrenochrome. They was looking toe up from the floor up without that adrenochrome. So they need that adrenochrome. They need the free coughs. It's important. It's important to their survival. It's a life-threatening thing to not have free coughs. For these guys, it's a life-threatening thing to not have the free coughs and not have that adrenochrome, not to be able to drink that blood, that young kid blood and shit. They need that shit, man. They can't live with that. It's just like crack cocaine. It's like fucking heroin. And at some point where you take that shit for so long, you can't live without it. You feel like dying if you don't have it, bro. So somebody is still doing something out here. I'm telling you, this is cry wolf shit, man. I feel like it's cry wolf shit, bro. I think it's cry wolf shit, man. It's cry wolf shit, bro. It is. It's cry wolf shit, bro. Like Puffy barely. I think he barely did anything wrong. Like, shit. I just saw a video 5 minutes ago. Well, before I started recording this, apparently Biggie Small was kind of gay. Yeah, I like Biggie too. I think he was a great rapper. Boy, apparently he's kind of gay. That shit was gay. He was doing some gay shit in the interview. Man. He was like doing gay shit. Was saying gay shit, man. It was like rubbing his face on Puffy's hand and shit and touching his hand. It was fucked up. In an interview. Then Puffy sit there. It's like, you love me? Do you love me, Biggie? And Biggie's like, yeah. I love you. Shit was weird. So that's why I'm saying, I'm like, kid, I mean, like, that shit, I'm not, I mean, bro, like, the nigga killed you, but, bro, like, it's kind of like you wanted that motherfucker to kill you. I mean, like, you know who that dude is, you know what he does, and you say you love him, and you caressing up on him, so, you're consentant, man, like, like, cause that's how the law works, bro. Like, cause there's the law of man, and then there's the law, period, bro. And the law, period, is above the law of man. So if y'all was sitting there, enjoying every fucking moment of what the fuck was going on, I guarantee you Puffy is not gonna stay in jail for a very long time. Because he's not guilty. You gotta understand what the word guilty and not guilty means. You gotta understand that shit, man. That shit's spiritual too, bro. That shit's spiritual too, man. That's spiritual too, bro. At the end of the day, the justice system is spiritual just like everything else is spiritual, man. If you're not guilty, you're not guilty, bro. It don't matter. If you're not guilty, you're not guilty, bro. It don't matter. It don't matter how you did it, what you did. It don't matter. If you're not guilty, you're not guilty. How can you be guilty? Everybody enjoyed what you was doing. You wasn't hurting nobody, man. I mean, you was hurting people, but they wanted to get hurt. So you wasn't hurting anybody at the end of the day. You can't put a man in jail for the rest of his life for shit that people enjoy doing. That they're probably currently trying to do. While everybody's, busy looking at Puffy. I mean, it's still a hit. They're still taking a hit. They lost a big dude. They lost the mansion. They lost the contact. They lost this. They lost that. So at the end of the day, Puffy was a good contact. You can get your drugs. You can get your ladies. You can get your illegitimate, ill-gotten gains. You can get your whole thing done. You can get paid late and sprayed over there. So now they have to find a new place where they can get paid late and sprayed. But like I said, I could be every fucking word that I'm saying could be complete bullshit. Pause. Pardon my language. Complete BS. Personally, I hope it is. Personally, I hope it is. Because it's a very cynical way to see life. Everything that I just said was extremely cynical. Every freaking word that I just said was extremely cynical. So I hope that it's not true. I hope that that people prove me wrong. I hope that people prove me wrong. I hope that I'm wrong as wrong can be. I hope that, I mean, I don't hope that the man actually did what they're saying that he did. That's not what I'm saying. But I hope I'm wrong. I hope that people do have their mind right. I hope that people are looking, to fix some of these things that are going on right now. I hope that I hope that this court case is legit, that it's not it's not the Illuminati crying wolf as usual, as they usually do. It is what it is. So, with that said, man, tell me what you tell us what you think in the comment section, man. There's more people watching my channel than we know. So don't be shy. Leave a comment. And if my videos are too long and you don't want to comment on everything that I said and that, I don't mind. I don't care. Just pick a subject that's interesting to you. If there's something that I said in my video that's interesting to you and you want to comment about it, you're welcome to do so. You don't have to comment about the whole 2 hours. Come on now. You don't have to comment about the whole 2 hours. Comment about stuff that is relative to you, that you want to know. You don't have to show me that you listened to the whole video. Just if you hear something that resonates with you and you feel you have an opinion, whether it's negative or positive, you have an opinion about it, let me know. All right, just put that shit in the comment section and we can have a conversation and whatnot. And like I said, man, if the other day I think we had I had a misunderstanding with one follower and some shit. Like, I mean, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not angry or anything like that, but there was somebody I was saying, I don't want to, because there's some people that are kind of like, there's a lot of people that I don't mind. I talk to depressed people all the time. Most chosen ones, people that consider themselves chosen ones, most of the time are depressed. They're not very motivated. Right, they're not very motivated people, and it's understandable that they're not motivated because the whole world is coming down on their heads, right? So they're not especially the most motivated people, man. So but at the same time, that doesn't bother me. The thing that bothers me is talking to somebody and the person just goes around the bottle, right? Because I got answers, okay? Whether you like it or not, whether you want to admit it or not, whether you like it or not, I have answers, right? So if you ask me questions, the universe is going to speak through me and it's going to give you the answer that you need, right? But then you do that for somebody and the person just acts like you didn't say shit and then goes to another subject until it comes back to the original subject that you already gave him the answer for. I'm not into that. I'm not doing that. That you're wasting my energy. If you're not doing that, if you're not your energy vampire, I don't like that. I've rejected two. I think it was a woman. Man. I rejected 2 women for doing 3. I ain't about that life. I'm not about that wasting my energy life. I'm not wasting my energy on you. Because my shit is real. You don't want to believe it, that's fine. That's fine. That's your opinion. That's your shit. You can do whatever you want. I'm not judging you. But me, in my head, in my mind, in my soul, my spirit, my life, in my universe, I'm a conduit for spirit. So if you come to me, you come talk to me, and you're asking me questions, the universe is going to answer you. You're not even talking to me. You're talking to the universe. That's what you got to understand. If you talk to me, you're talking to the universe. All right, you're not just talking to me. You're talking to the entirety of the universe. So the universe is going to answer you. The universe is going to give you a straight answer. The universe is going to lead you the right way. If you're looking for something, if you want to do something, if you're looking to suffer less, if you want to suffer less, if you want to have a better life, if you want to have better this, that, and the universe is going to give you the tools that you need. It's going to give you the knowledge that you need in order to advance. Right? So that's why I don't waste my energy on people that just want to go round and round. That shit's fucking disrespectful as a motherfucker. Right? That's super fucking disrespectful, bro. Like I'm not down with that shit. Like that shit happened to me on Twitch. It was a lady, maybe she's cute. I don't know. I don't fucking care. There was a cute girl I know. There's a cute girl that I know. That's what she did. I think she was fucking cute. She was banging hot. She was a hot tamale. But bro, that shit turns me the fuck off, man. That shit makes my dick limp like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like no nothing. It's just flaccid. That shit makes me flaccid. You know what I mean? You know. So don't go around the bottle like that. Don't beat around the bush. Don't go around. That shit makes my dick flaccid, dude. If you're trying to seduce me and shit like that, don't go around the bottle. That's major turn off, complete turn off. Right? So like I said, if you don't do that, anything else, go right on ahead. If you feel that your opinion is negative, let me know. There's some negative people out there, and I'll handle the negative people the same way I handle everybody else. I just block you. You know what I mean? Like if you're saying stupid shit, you know, that nobody wants to hear, and you're acting like a dick, I'm just not gonna answer. You know, but if you're not talking like an asshole, and you know you got a difference of opinion, you tell me. I don't give a shit. I don't care. It could be about anything. Anything. It doesn't even have to do anything with the video that you just heard. Maybe you just thought about something that you would like to ask me, and go right on ahead. I don't fucking care. I really don't care, dude. You know, this is a safe space, and I want this space to be safe for everybody to be able to communicate. I will not tolerate other people coming in dissing other people and acting like dicks and shit like that. I don't tolerate none of that shit. Right? So this is a safe space. This is a place where real people can really communicate. This is a place this is a place of healing. All right? The apocalyptic aftermath channel is a channel of healing. All right. This is not a channel where, you know, the toxicity and bullshittery. All right. We're not about that life. We're about healing. We're about progress. We're about moving forward. We're about gaining control over our lives. We're about doing better. We're about having a good message. We're about positivity. We're not about that bullshit, man. We're not here trying to be toxic, bro. We're not out here trying to be toxic, man. Even though sometimes I might be a little bit toxic, but you know, those are rare occasions, though. Those are rare occasions, man. I might be a little bit toxic sometimes. Those are rare occasions. So, like I said, I'm gonna stop the video right there. And like I said, man, don't be shy. Leave a comment if you feel like you got something to say, and let me know what you feel about the whole 50 Cent situation, the whole P. Diddy situation. I think 50 Cent knew what was gonna happen the whole fucking time. You know, and I find that sus that he knew that was gonna happen. I think that's fucking weird, you know, with the whole Dr. Dre affiliation. I mean, like, you gotta understand, like, you know, 50 Cent, Eminem, and Dr. Dre are on the same team. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like, that's the all-star team right there. That's an all-star team, bro. Why y'all have all the best players in one team? Why y'all acting like the Chicago Bulls and shit? What's going on? You know what I mean? So anyways, see you guys later, man. Have a good one. Peace out.